8 days a week, which this week looks at Elvis Costello's new British tour, at Adamant, once king of the wild frontier, now heading, it seems, for a career in pantomime, and at Motown Records, which claims, with some justification, to be probably the most influential record label of all time. And to discuss them, here's Ian Dury, hopefully coming to the end of his 4,000 Weeks holiday. That's his long-awaited new album, which should be out at the end of this year and is preceded next month by a new single, Really Glad You Came. Andy Summers of The Police, still #1 in the American album charts, who'll be touring Britain for the first time in 2 years in December, and who this month brings out a book of photos taken on all his travels called Throb. And Neasden's sweetheart, Mary Wilson, who's just returned from doing Crimea River with an 80-piece orchestra in Holland. An album that will surely register on or wrongly, Adamant has come to mean the exact opposite. For a time the most screamed-at man in Britain, back when he wore war paint and favoured Burundi drumming, he's now changed his image and would seem to be aiming for a wider audience with his new single, Puss in Boots, taken from a forthcoming album, Strip. It's produced by Phil Collins, who also adds the drums and percussion. Adamant and Mice. Andy, did you enjoy that?
Well, you know, I think it's a very slick video, but I mean, it brings up the question of Adamant generally, of course. You know, I wonder what he's referring to. This is he the Puss in Boots? I think that's the aim of the song. But it seems a little dangerous for him, because I think he's going to end up on Southend Pier eventually.
Or
he's turning himself into a Gary Glitter. And I think he should have rather gone beyond this at this point. He's retreading old ground here, and I think if he's serious, he should move on beyond it and to take the makeup off and start trying to do something else. He does this well enough, but it's for, you know, it's for 12-year-olds.
Mary, who do you think he's aiming for now? What sort of audience?
I really don't know. It's like, you know, behind you, you know, pantomime stuff. Yeah. I don't really like the song very much. I'm not a great fan of Adamant. So I liked Goody Two Shoes. I thought that was really good. But the thing is, the image with him is, you know, like a character thing. I mean, I'm all for images, of course. But it would be nice to see him come across with a personality of his own, rather than playing the part of someone all the time. You know, because, he's very sort of handsome when he hasn't got any makeup on, but I'd like to see if he could come across as himself, really, instead of hiding behind something all the time. You know, I don't know if he could, really, you know.
He has at least changed his image and taken the war paint off.
Yeah, but he's just got something else now, you know. He was on the Noel Edmonds show, I think, and it was the same thing, you know. I just think he goes a little bit too far, that's all. You know, I think the record is well made and everything. It's you can hear Phil Collins' influence there.
Drumming's
and everything,
right,
you know, yeah. But I just think it's getting a bit monotonous because he's done it so many times, you know.
Ian, do you enjoy any of that?
Hey, I like the drumming, you know. Blush, blush. He's a great drummer, Mr. Collins. I think Adam's better than that, you know. I think his voice sounded right then. We heard it very low then, and I thought his voice, he could probably really sing, and probably doesn't have to do that.
Yeah, I think he can probably sing.
And he could probably do really good music. And
what do you think he's trying to do though at the moment? It does seem to be all over the place.
I think he's probably floundering.
He's trying to be a pop star.
I think he'd be a much bigger pop star if he just sang and did it and looked like he looks. He does look great, you know. He does a great looking geezer.
He's not taking any
really
risks
handsome.
doing this. He could move beyond it.
Maybe he's taking a risk. You know, maybe
he's trying to appeal to a wider audience, isn't he? Not just the kids who yelled at him when he was dressed up in war paint.
That's for kids, surely.
Definitely.
Well, mums and dads as well, I'd have thought, with the pantomime.
Yeah, maybe. They just go with their kids, don't they? I don't know. It's a bit dodgy, that, isn't it?
And what's Phil Collins doing in there, do you think?
Well, one wonders. I mean, the drumming is great. Maybe he's helping him out. It's not really Phil Collins' territory, this, is it?
I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, he's produced the album and he's drumming well.
Oh, actually, yeah, they've got the police engineer on that, come to think of it. Good engineering, yes.
Sounds great.
Yeah, great, yeah.
Wait, Phil Collins and Adam together could produce something really brilliant, I'm sure.
Adamant's new album is out on November the 4th, and he'll be touring next January and February. Tonight...